What's up, my peeps? It is on time for a brand new episode of Supercard, and we've got some great news today. Supercard went ahead and listened to us, and they're delivering on it. So, they tweeted out, "We've made some adjustments to how players can earn the new Hall of Fame cards. Check out our posts below," which linked to, of course, a post on their forums where they said, "We heard you loud and clear. You want ways to earn Hall of Fame cards outside of purchasing card packs. Well, we have some great news for you. Starting in July, Hall of Fame cards will now be available for purchase in the Team Battleground BP store for 20,000 BP. While we want the Hall of Fame cards to remain exclusive, the BP store seemed to be the most appropriate place to allow players the ability to acquire Hall of Fame cards outside of the pack store. Additionally, for the month of July only, the final daily login reward will include a Hall of Fame card. Be sure to log in for at least 28 days starting on July 1st in order to grab yourself one of these exclusive Hall of Fame cards. Additionally, our daily sales will be discounted by an extra 10% for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, July 1st to July 4th. As always, we appreciate your constructive feedback. Thank you for helping us make WWE Supercard the best game it can be. So alright, man, that's great news. Because the thing is, once they announce the Hall of Fame cards for the first time, the first time they teased it with that picture on Twitter with a Hall of Fame card back, right away people are like, yo, it's a Hall of Fame tier, it's coming out. And then, of course, it was announced that it's not the Hall of Fame tier. These are pretty much throwback cards, Hall of Fame themed throwback cards. And so when people learned that the only way to get Hall of Fame cards was through purchasing them, that's when people got angry, because these cards actually look really good. A lot of them look really good. And before announcing the cards, they were hyping up a fire announcement. But the thing is, when the fire announcement or the fire news is inaccessible, or most people won't get it, it kind of ends up being disappointing for most people. So they've listened to the people. Hey, I've said this myself, you know, I've explained why I think people were really angry with the announcement or disappointed, and they went ahead and now made it accessible, or starting tomorrow, it will be accessible, and you will be able to get Hall of Fame cards through the Battle Points store. And on top of that, for the month of July, the last pack will be a Hall of Fame pack. Now that's really cool. That means anybody and everybody can get a Hall of Fame card without even, you know, grinding in Team Battleground for some BP points. You just need to log in every single day. But that, of course, as they've announced, will only be for the month of July. So if you guys do want a Hall of Fame card with the least effort possible, make sure in the month of July you at least open up Supercard every single day. And for those of you just starting out playing Supercard, this is a great opportunity. Take advantage of it. Log into Supercard. This is an opportunity to potentially get your first WrestleMania 33 card just for opening up the game, and on top of that, it's a special WrestleMania 33 card. Personally, I'm hoping I get the Eddie Guerrero card, but of course, there's a bunch of Hall of Fame cards, so the chances of me getting Eddie are pretty slim, but who knows? We'll see when the time comes, when the 28 days pass by. Now, even though the Hall of Fame pack is exclusively for the month of July within the login bonuses, I think this is a start of something. I actually think that the following month, they'll go ahead and introduce WrestleMania 33 packs or Ultimate packs in which you can get a WrestleMania 33 card within the login bonuses. It's just a transition that makes sense. If they go ahead, give you a possible 33 card for the month of July, and then go back to getting maximum an Ultimate card out of the login bonuses, then it's kind of going backwards. I mean, of course, they could go ahead and do that, but I'm thinking in August, we also get the opportunity to get a 33 card. Now, I want to go back really quick to the Battle Points option, because you can also get them through Team Battleground. You just got to go ahead and use 20k of your BP. So, a lot of people are like, yo, you got to spend 20k to get a Harden card. I've seen a ton of people complain about that already. But look at what we had before this. We couldn't get this through any free method. We had to buy packs to get these HOF cards. Would you rather spend 20k battle points, or would you rather pay 40 or 50 bucks or whatever it is in the store to get the actual card? I think most people will go ahead and say, I'd much rather use 20k BP. I mean, after all, a ton of people complain that you had to pay money to get the cards, and now there's an option not to pay money. Yes, it does cost a bunch of BP, but if you really want the HOF cards, that's the way you can get them. And of course, the login bonus, but that's one card you're gonna get. The chance of you getting the one that you want is very unlikely, and the chances of you getting a pro is 0 because you're only getting one. So now, with this announcement, a question you know is gonna be brought up is it worth it? Should I go ahead and spend my BP points on the HOF cards and possibly get a hardened card out of it? Or should I spend that amount, that same amount, 20k, on maybe 2 WrestleMania 33 cards, or maybe save that up, 30k for a WrestleMania 33 Pro, or whatever it is? So here's how I would break it down. If you're somebody who's still moving up the ranks, and maybe you're under the WrestleMania 33 tier, you're trying to get there, so you're trying to accumulate as many 33 Pros as possible, or maybe even, I don't know, Ultimate Pros still help you out. If you're in that situation, go ahead and go for the 33 cards instead, because you've got to keep in mind these Hall of Fame cards, it can give you a hardened card instead. With the WrestleMania 33 choice, you know you're getting a 33 card out of it, and you can get 2 for the price of 1 HOF card. And then even if you go for an HOF card and it ends up being a 33 card, you got to keep in mind that in order to pro that card, you've got to spend another 20k BP points, which then would be a total of 40k BP, and even then, you're still not guaranteed. Actually, chances are that it's not going to be a pro, it's going to be a completely different card. On the other hand, for 30k BP, you could get a guaranteed 33 Pro, and that could even be a female card. And let's not forget that you can also get a 33 card from Ring Domination, Team Ring Domination, Road to Glory, Team Road to Glory, and Team Battleground through the Platinum Packs. So there's so many more opportunities to get your pros quicker through many different methods with the normal WrestleMania cards compared to the HOF cards. Yes, the HOF cards are slightly stronger, but you gotta keep in mind that they go from hardened to 33, so you're taking a chance there. And you've got to keep in mind that the chances of you getting the same card with minimal spending, whether that's through BP or actual money, is very unlikely. The best case scenario would be if you go ahead and spend 20k BP on one HOF card and you get the same one in July through the login bonuses, but that, once again, is very unlikely. So if you're somebody who's just trying to move up tiers really quickly or as quick as possible, I recommend you just go for the guaranteed WrestleMania cards instead. And if you want to wait, if you can wait, maybe wait until the new tier drops and they add the new tier rewards within Battleground, and then see how much that costs, how much it costs to get, I don't know, a champion tier card or whatever the new tier is going to be called. Because if it's going to cost the same as a 33 single, and if a pair is going to cost the same as a 33 pair, then it's worth it to actually wait for that new tier. But we don't know that. We don't know. It might be more expensive or cost more BP. And for those of you in the top tiers, you've got Road to Glory decks full of 33 Pros already. Well, in your case, you don't need my advice, but in case you're still wondering what to do, well, to be honest, it really all depends on you. If you're just focused on improving your deck, I would say just wait it out. Wait until that new tier comes out, and you can get the rewards from Team Battleground, save up those BP points, and get that. Get yourselves some pros of that new tier, or some singles of that new tier if you'd prefer. Or if you really, really want the HOF cards, but you don't want to spend the money, then of course, just go ahead and use the 20k BP to get yourself some HOF cards. And now I just realized I spent a ton more time talking about this subject than I expected, but that's the big news story for today, so that's kind of why. Now, I've got something else for you guys though, and you might have read it from the title. I got sent this yesterday on Twitter. Somebody managed to get 11 members in their Supercard team. As you guys know, in case you guys don't know, I mean, who doesn't know this? The max is 10 members. They got 11 people in there. Now, it wasn't for a long time. They're back to 10 now. But for a moment, they had 11 members in there, and it wasn't just a visual glitch. So, this dude, Clash Royale, let me look up the Twitter name. Clash Royale is life. By the way, I get confused so often between Clash Royale, Castle Crashers, and Candy Crush. How many top mobile games out there start with the letter C? Whatever, he says, look at this, we did this by accident, and it's a screenshot of him having 11 members. Now, the reason why it didn't last too long is because their leader apparently panicked and went ahead and kicked one of the people out so they can go back to 10. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you would do. But if I got to 11 members, I would never kick that 11 person out. I would try and drag that out as long as possible. Hey, if I've got an extra member, if it works, if the game modes actually allow it, then that's even better, man. I've got an advantage. Road to Glory, well, actually, we quit Road to Glory, so never mind that. But Ring Domination is going to go by quicker. And then when it comes to Team Battleground, with an extra member, that's a guaranteed win right there. Already in Team Battleground, we're undefeated. I'm thankful for that. But with an extra member, that's an extra 15 matches that we can get out of it. Some extra points. Man, the possibilities are endless. If this happened to me, I would have kept that member. And for those of you, because I know this happens every single time I talk about something like this, somebody in the comments section, this happened in the last video, was like, yo, Diego, let me know how you do it, man. Supercard doesn't look at the comments section, just type it up in the comments. Look, this happened by accident, as the tweet said. From my understanding, to keep it short, basically, a bunch of them were made generals at the same time, so they were all adding members in the team at the same time, and this ended up being the result. So hey, try it out if you want to. Maybe it'll work for you. I try it out if I could, but I'm in the attack phase of a Team Battleground right now, so we're locked in. We can't kick anybody out, and we can't add anybody in. So that is pretty much it for that, man. What would you guys do if you had 11 members, if this happened to you? Would you panic and try and kick a person out so it could restore itself back to normal, or would you keep it that way for as long as possible? I've already told you what I would do, but I'm just looking to see if most of you agree with me on this or not. And if the leader's watching this, don't worry, I'm not taking any shots at you for kicking that person out. I understand that you're a new leader, so that's kind of why you were panicking, so it's perfectly fine. Anyways, if you've had an interesting bug happen to you in Supercard and you'd like to see it featured on video, feel free to send me a screenshot on Twitter, or even better, a video, and if I end up using it, I will go ahead and mention you. Oh, and going back to TVG for a second, I ended up getting my best Battleground deck within this latest one, getting 4 WRESTLEMANIA cards in my deck for a deck score of over 5,000. And the best part is, the opponents didn't charge at all, or they barely did, so it's going to be another easy victory. Some people like competition, some people like really close matches within Battleground. I say forget the competition, give me the weakest players possible, give me a WrestleMania team, not talking about WrestleMania 33, give me a WrestleMania team with barely charged cards or not charged at all. I'll take that. I want the easy BP points, man. I don't want the possibility of missing out on some battle points. Really close Team Battlegrounds can make for some cool screenshots, especially if you win, but I don't want a situation like this that was sent to me by LikeABoss16 on Twitter, where they lost their Team Battleground by just 1 point. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below, and with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.